Hey guys, Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer. We talk about music and occasionally books and movies. And today, sorry if I'm sniffling a little bit during this video. I have a cold at the moment, so this and the next two, be prepared for that. But anyway, today I'm gonna be taking a look at some underrated bands that I felt fit the Halloween season. But first, a few rules. 1, these are in alphabetical order. 2, I'm trying to make this list as diverse as humanly possible, but don't be surprised if a few genres get slightly more representation than others, since, you know, some genres have more Halloween stuff than others. And 3, please don't leave any comments like, why isn't so-and-so here? If you think there are any bands missing, feel free to recommend them to me, but this is my opinion, so don't take it to heart. Got it? With that out of the way, let's get started with number 1, Oral Vampire. Oral Vampire is a band from Japan that kind of straddles the line between pop and rock. On one hand, they have bright poppy melodies and lots of synthesizers, but on the other hand, they also have guitars and drums. Their music may not sound that creepy if you're just listening to it and don't know what it is, but look at some of these song titles. Border of the Dead, Voodoo Vocoder, and Vampire Ecstasy all sound like they should be Halloween staples. Then there's the music video for Cannibal Coast, which has the lead singer riding on a giant bat. I can't really understand what these guys are saying since all of their music is in Japanese, and I don't speak Japanese at all, but they still sound awesome. Number 2, Blood-Sucking Zombies from Outer Space.
We dance tonight, monster mutant boogie. This is Weirdos, atomic body moving, nuclear infected. We are rocking our bones. Monster mutant, whole lot of shaking going on.
For this band, the name alone may be the most Halloween thing I've ever heard. Seriously, it sounds like a B horror movie. Then there are the song titles, which include things like Monster Mutant Boogie, Blood on Satan's Claw, and Cannibal Holocaust. Their music is certainly dark, but it's also extremely catchy and fun, like most psychobilly, which makes it perfect for the Halloween season. Number 3, the Coffin Shakers.
Last night your shadow fell upon my mind, awaking memories I thought I'd left behind.
Gothic country is one of the most underrated genres of all time. Taking a genre like country that's not known for being creepy like at all and making it dark and scary. These guys, in particular, sound like what would happen if Johnny Cash started singing about vampires. Oddly enough, these guys are from Sweden. I knew Sweden had an awesome music scene and whatnot, but this is just insane. Seriously, if you want some truly unique Halloween music, check these guys out. Oh, and while you're at it, check out Angry Johnny and the Killbillies and 16 Horsepower. They're also Gothic country and they deserve way more attention, as does this entire genre. Number 4, Mix. Electronic music has a few creepy artists in it, but if there was one genre I wasn't expecting to give me anything for Halloween, it was complextro and really house music in general. Mix makes ideal Halloween music, and it's both fun and creepy. Seriously, if you're thinking of having a Halloween party, this is for you. Number 5, Groovy Ghoulies.
She looks like one, she dresses like one, got kicked out of the car for having too much fun. She's my vampire girl.
Horror punk is the single most underrated genre of punk out there. Yeah, sure, the Misfits are kind of a big deal, but what about Wednesday 13, Blitz Kid, Die Monster Die, and the Groovy Ghoulies? All these bands rock, and while the Groovy Ghoulies are certainly the most pop punk out of the group I just mentioned, they still rock. And they have a lot of really fun songs like She's My Vampire Girl and Do the Bat. Fun fact, these guys were signed to Lookout Records, aka the same label that released Green Day's first 2 albums. And it has a pretty similar sound. So if you like those 2 albums, check these guys out. Number 6, Knox Arcana. Knox Arcana may be the most unique musical group I've ever listened to. Their music is basically a mix of dungeon synth, dark ambient, dark wave, and classical. If you've ever wondered what that sounds like, check these guys out. Also, all of their albums have a theme of some kind. Whether that be a creepy asylum, or a pirate ghost ship, or anything in between. I can easily imagine these guys soundtracking a horror movie, and if that hasn't happened already, someone needs to make it happen. Number 7, Powerwolf.
We drink your blood and the midnight sky is red. We drink your blood and we call the liquid saints. We drink your blood and the midnight sky is red. We drink your blood and we open your eyes.
Power metal isn't normally a good genre for Halloween. It's light, it's fun, it's not very dark at all. But with Powerwolf, they make it dark with songs about werewolves, vampires, and dark religious stories. Also, that their music has some gothic metal influence, which makes it sound darker. These guys were one of the first Halloween bands I ever fell in love with, and I have yet to fall out of love with them, and I hope I never do. Number 8, Pumpkin Witch. Dungeon synth as a genre is very underrated. For those of you who don't know, it's basically like a film soundtrack without the film. Every album tells a story through sound, And Pumpkin Witch in particular tell the story on all of their albums of an evil witch who's also a pumpkin who runs around terrorizing people. Their songs range from sounding like children's Halloween songs to being downright terrifying. If you like atmospheric stuff, this is for you. Number 9, The Young Werewolves.
Cause it's a zombie car chase. It's a death drag race. Cause it's a zombie car chase. It's a death drag race.
More psychobilly? Yup. These guys are a bit more upbeat than blood-sucking zombies from outer space. But they still have plenty of fun Halloween songs like Werewolf Fever and Zombie Car Chase. Their music is a lot of fun, and it's a shame that more people don't know about them. Number 10, Zombina The Skeletons. Gothabilly is another genre that's underrated as a whole. It's a mix of post-punk and rockabilly, and Zombina and the Skeletons are a great example of this, with their catchy songs like Zombie Hop and their more emotional songs like Nobody Likes You When You're Dead, and if you like things that mix Christmas and Halloween, check out their Christmas song, A Chainsaw for Christmas. Seriously, it's one of the best Christmas songs I've ever heard. And that's my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer, and I'm out.